So for this video, I'm going to show you how to consolidate multiple worksheets into one using Power Query. This is if you want to append the data from multiple worksheets. So I'm going to use the same data I've used from the previous video. Remember, the previous video was to consolidate the data by using the data tool Consolidate. Today, I'm going to use Power Query Editor to consolidate the data by appending. So I have here 3 tables from different worksheets. Or if the data on your worksheets are not in a table form, then transform it or convert it into a table. So how do you do that? I have a separate video for that. Just click on the link above. Okay, so now I have already prepared my tables, and it is also advisable for you to name your tables for you to easily identify it on the Power Query Editor. So how do you rename your tables? Just go to the table tools, and on the leftmost portion, we have the table name, and you can just change it and then click enter. So I have my first table is first quarter. My second table is second quarter, and the third table is third quarter. Now I'm ready to append these tables into one worksheet. I'm not going to create a separate worksheet for the consolidated data because Excel will do that later. So how are we going to use the Power Query, or how are we going to navigate to the Power Query? Just go to our Data tab, click on the drop-down Get Data, and from Other Sources, let's select Blank Query. So it opens our Power Query Editor. This is available on versions 2016 and newer versions. So for earlier versions, I am not certain if it's already added on the package. If not, you can just download it from the internet. So now let's use the formula Excel current workbook, this one. Enter. This will show you all the tables on your current workbook. So as a result, I have three tables. Now, if I don't want to append one of the tables, or if I don't want, or I only need 2 tables from the 3 that I have here, you can filter it out by clicking on this drop-down button and untick the table that's not needed. That's the reason why it is recommended that you have to rename your tables to easily identify that particular table. So once it's filtered out, this is how it looks like. So of course, it will not be on the view, and this will only be the tables that will be appended. But I'm going to select all because I need all those to be appended. Okay. Now, I don't really need to show the table name. So I'm going to remove this from the view. So I'll just right-click, remove. This is the only thing that's showing now. I want to expand it because I want to see, because what I need to append is the data inside those tables, right? So click on this button, expand, use original column name as prefix, click OK. So it will load the data, and as what you can see now, it's already appended. So if you have blank rows or blank columns and you you don't want to show that on your consolidated worksheet or onto the new worksheet, then you can just remove it. You can remove the rows and columns. Okay. So I'm good with the data that I have. Now I will load it onto my Excel. So just click on close and load. It will create a separate worksheet. So this is it, sheet 9. Then I can rename that as my consolidated worksheet. You can already transform your data, or fix the layout, the data type, and all that. This is a dynamic table. If you make changes on any of the worksheets or any of the tables that's included in this query, it will capture the changes. So for example, let's add a new student, say Olive Mayer, with scores 90, 90, and 90. Then let's go back to our consolidated worksheet. Basically, here, let's look for what's the last person. It's Amber Smith is the last student for table 1 or our first table, first quarter table, this one. So we still don't see the newly added student and the scores. So we need to refresh our connection for it to be added. Or for the changes to reflect, we need to refresh our query. So how are we going to do that? We can click the icon here. Okay, and let's look for Oliver Mayer, the one that we've added. So it's already there. All right, so this is one way of adding or appending data into one worksheet. You can also use Power Query to combine data from multiple workbooks. All right, so that's it for today. So please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel. It's me, Meow Meow, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.